will be recorded. So our conversation, audio, video, chat, all will be recorded. Okay. Okay. So let me share my screen first. Okay. Okay. Let me know, guys, when you can see my screen. Okay, good. Okay. Good, you guys can see my screen. Okay, so we are already on time, running late. So let's get started. लास्ट वीक मध्ये मी तुम्हाला होमवर्क द्यायला विसरलो. होमवर्क दिला होता पण ऍक्च्युली पोस्ट करायला विसरलो व्हॉट्सअप ग्रुपवर. पण लेट सी, दिस इज वन ऑफ द लास्ट वीक लॉजिक प्रॉब्लेम मी दिला होता. कोणी केलाय का? त्यांनी केला असेल त्यांनी आन्सर पोस्ट करा किंवा मग देन इफ no one has done it, we will make sure that we solve this problem here. Okay, Kadambari, if you have solved it, you can post the answer and then we will go over it. Okay. Kadambari, you said yes, you're not posting. If no one has done it, then we will go and try solving this puzzle here. It will not take long because now most of you guys know what to do. Okay. Let's see. Looks like most of you guys have not tried. So let's see. It should be fun. So let's try it here and see whoever can help solving will be good to understand. I'm trying to draw same puzzle here so that way we can quickly try solving it. YOLO, where were you hiding? Hello? Okay. If you know the answer, you can type in, and anyway, we are gonna see it, how it works. So 1, here is a 3, is a 3 here, 2 here, and 3, 3, 2, 4. Okay. So guys, can you see here something? Oops. Did I say it? Did I type it right? No, looks like there's a mistake in this puzzle, right, guys? I think I did not type it correctly. Can you tell me? I mean, yeah, I have done mistakes while copying this puzzle, so I don't think we can solve this puzzle. Some mistake. Can you tell me what is the mistake? At least, okay, we will not solve this one, but there is a mistake in this puzzle. Okay. Maitreya, tidy. Okay, he's saying yes. So Yolo saying okay. So then Yolo, how did you solve it? Yeah, there is a mistake, right? You can see you cannot have 2 3s in one row. If this is one row, 3, you have 3s, and this is one column, you have 3s. So that's not going to work, right? So that's mistake. I don't know where I copied. I don't have the original puzzle, so I don't know how to fix it right now. But there is a point. But as long as you guys understand, it should be fine. Okay, you changing number may not be right thing, but that's okay. I will see where I copied, and then we can go over it maybe next time when I fix it. Okay. Okay, then I'm not gonna save this. Okay, so last week we learned about variable, right? So variable, what is a variable? Right? What is a variable? The folks are joining still this time. Okay, so variable is a placeholder to save some data, right? So if you want to save a name, or if you want to save some number or some string or true or false values, so you put that in a variable. So variable is some kind of placeholder to save the data, and then you can keep changing that data as you like. So now as it is a data, then it comes out to be, there will be data types, because okay, if there is a number is one kind of data, then names, which is a string, which is another kind of data, and then there is like string variable, true or false, which is another type of data, and there are some more data types which we will be seeing. But that's the idea behind the variable. Variable is a placeholder to save some data. Does that make sense to you guys? Yes, no? सगळ्यांना लक्षात आहे की नाही? Right? I mean, if you guys say yes, then we will go faster. If you guys don't understand, say no, and we will repeat that thing. But the speed of our class is all going to depend on you guys asking yes or no. Shlok, you keep saying, I tried the Python code, but my code did not work. That's fine. So which code you are talking about? That's okay. If code did not work, that's fine. We'll fix it. So whatever does not work, if you type that code, we'll try fixing it. Can you type that code, copy paste it in a chat window, and we'll fix it. Whatever is not work, we'll try to fix it. So then now, as we are looking at this, what is a variable? We know what is the use of variable. We know and how to create. Okay. So we will get to it. Good, Shlok. Okay. So we will get to that thing in a couple of minutes. So last part is how to create variable, right? Let me go in a presentation mode if that helps you guys. So how to create variable? So I think Shlok posted his code, and you can see how Shlok was trying to create a variable, right? So you can just type the name, and that can be taken as a variable. You don't need to do something special. The variable create करण्यासाठी काही special provision करा. As soon as you type the name of the variable, it gets created. जसं श्लोकने त्याचा message type केलाय, that's exactly how it goes. So let's see how the variable is created, right? Here is the variable x. So x is a variable. We assign the value. How we assign the value? Value कशी assign करायची x variable ला? With equal to sign, right? So we are assigning, आपण इथे x ला assign करतो value 5. हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं इधर? x ये variable है और उसे assign कर रहे हैं 5 value. How you assign the value is with the equal to sign. Same way, now दूसरा variable है हम लोग के पास y. उसको हम लोग क्या assign कर रहे हैं value? John. So John is a string, and if you say 5 is integer, right? So you can see one variable has a different data type, other variable has a different type. And when how you print, you just say print and the variable name x or print y, that way. So that's how a variable is created, right? And last week I gave you guys this homework, and now Shlok is saying his program did not work. So okay, let's go with what Shlok is trying to do. I will copy his program, right? And then we are going to try it same way. So that's good, Shlok. You tried something. we are going to see and how we can fix it. All of you guys going to help me fix it, whatever was not working. See, I think good part, Shlok, you tried something and not working is okay. It's all good as long as you try something. So now you will try to fix it, right? So I'm going to copy your whole code as it is. Hey, did I guys, my last class, some kids were there. So do you guys remember how to comment the code? Just question. I think Mansi or someone else was there. So do you guys remember how to comment? I forgot. I need you guys to help me out. Zoom, you wasn't there in my previous session. Last, I think from Jan to March, we didn't do it. That's when I think we did something. Anyone remember how to comment code in? Yeah, okay. Arjun, good. So I'm just gonna put here comment. This is a program from Shlok, right? Just for fun, right? So you guys know what to write and when to write the comment. This is called comment, right? So you can see it. Okay, let's try it. What we asked to print something like this. I think we wrote these things in the last class. But first statement like, okay, please enter number of apples and colon. So this is what? This is a text, right? We want to print that text. So what Shlok is doing, he's right away trying to get number of apples. So this is the input statement. Input statement don't have any parameters, right? So Shlok, you want how to print this text. How do you print the text? Can someone tell me how we print the text? Mansi, can you type? Or Rujula, I think you guys. Okay, Shlok. There you go, Shlok. You are yourself saying, okay, that's good, Shlok. So print, right? Print is the command where you print. So now what we are asking to print? We are asking to print this statement, right? So you are supposed to write, please enter number of apples. Okay, by the way, let me just, so this is what we are writing first, right? Correct? And then we are supposed to, user supposed to enter that number. So how do we take the user enter number? Same way what you wrote, input. But for input statement, there is no string display, right? So you don't need to do this part. So that should get you A. A is what gonna have your number of apples. Now we want to print the second statement. How do you do it? I'm not changing your variable name. This is not good way to write the variable name, but let's carry on with what you have. Right? So what is the second statement here? We are trying to print again something. So same thing like what it is previously we did, right? We are saying, please enter price for apple. Please enter price for each apple. I forgot to put quotes, right? So that then your even this don't need to have any variable, right? Now what you are saying is total price for apples. So that total, how you gonna get? You put the different text, that's fine, that's okay, I think. So you are converting, that's good, but I think not a lot of kids know, but that's fine. I think you can do this, but there is an issue with this, right? Because when you read, everything comes as what? String, right? So we need to convert that, right? So how do you convert the input? You typecast here, right? Or I think it abstract, right? Here also. Okay, guys, you cannot mute me. Okay, so and then we are going to multiply and display it, right? So does this sound good? Let's run it, right? We'll see if there are any errors. Okay, I have to save it. Okay, there's an invalid syntax. Where is the invalid syntax? I think, is it the invalid syntax? Where did it say invalid syntax? I think it's complaining about this part. Something wrong, guys. What? Did the spelling mistake? Let me see. Input. Yeah. Then we can do this. Then but then it's gonna error out. Let's see. So number of apples is what? 10. Enter. Then price for each apple is 4 rupees. So see this one, because we did not what it says. Can't simply multiply sequence by non-integer of type string, right? So you cannot do this way. So you need it. What I mean is, it says that you need to typecast these values because you cannot do the multiplication for a, which is a string. Correct? You guys, nobody responding. You guys following or not? Yes, no. Yeah, you guys, okay. So what's wrong here? Can someone correct or fix it? I think Mansi, you should be able to. We cannot do this one, right? So what we used to do in the past is better idea is total equal to A into B, and then usually what we do is print total, right? And here to my mouse go 4, and you can here this way you can see it's a better way to do it, right? A better way to get the error, but still we did not do the typecasting here, right? How do we do the typecast? Okay, I missed out. Mansi, you said yes, but nobody gives me answers today. Can you guys see my screen or not? Right? Okay. So you guys see how you typecast, right? I think last time I did typecast, I put integer typecast with the C# code, right? In a different language has a different way of typecasting. So when I was doing this kind of typecasting, or this is the same as what you call here. If I put the typecasting like this typecasting will work in C#, but Python has a different way of doing typecasting, right? So every language has their own way of doing typecasting. So this is how this A was coming as an integer because every input comes every input comes out as a string. So from a string, you need to convert it to integer. So the funny part now you guys can see, let's see if you can tell me how to fix it, okay? Let's do one part and that way let's see if you guys can help or understand about data types. So, okay, if I say number of apples 10, each apple cost me $4 and 50 cents or 4 rupees 50 pesos, right? So in this case, what will be the amount of total? Can you guys tell me what will be the total displayed? Someone, Zoom, Mansi, Shlok. Okay, 45 Shlok. Okay, anyone else? Okay. So let's see. We said 45, right? Because 10 into 4.5 is supposed to 45. And let's see what it does. Oh, okay. What did I do? Okay. Yeah. It gave you error, right? Because what it is trying to do is we put value B, which is 4.5, right? You guys understand B must have, or maybe if I print, you can see B has a value 4.5. But 4.5, is 4.5 integer? Do you guys know what is integer means? Integer means full numbers, right? 1, 2, 23, 67, 20, 45 or 56. Those are integer, right? Because those are full numbers. What do you call this? What do you call this? What do you call these things? You guys can type? Right. Okay. That's with numbers with the decimal points, right? So those are not integers. So what we are trying to do is typecasting, and that B cannot be typecast to these things, right? So that's the reason it error out. So for this, if you want to take non-float, then what we need to do is, I think you need to do float here. That way. Okay, Japan. Oops, and 4.5, right? So now you can see, right? So this, you can see what is the use of different data types. So this 4.5 is not integer. It is float. So you need to use a typecasting or a float to typecast that number or a string from 4.5 into 4.5. This is a string, converting that to float and then doing multiplication. Make sense with these things? Just for example. So Shlok, your program you were saying not working, but it needs a lot of changes, right? Because input statement do not have parameters or anything inside it. So what you put it in input will get assigned to use a variable, and then if you want to use that, you have to do the typecasting. Understand? श्लोक श्लोक समजला नसेल तर परत विचार. That's fine. Okay. So that's good, right? One part is we are good, right? So actually we were supposed to come on to the data type in the next screenshot. So this is where I was about to go talk a little bit. I think we did talk about float, integer, and string in I will upload this time, Mansi, but yes, next time, whatever homework I'm going to give you guys, I will update that. So let's see. So now there are a lot of data types in Python. It's like basic data types are string, integer, float, and complex, which is you guys know, right? Like 5 plus 2j, those are imaginary, or j is a imaginary factor, right? So those things are there. You can represent those. But those like float, string, integer, Boolean data types are basic data types. There are something called sequence, like list, tuple, range, dictionary, set. Those are basically a sequence or array data types. So we will talk about that today. Right? So we will, before going to that sequence, I will ask you guys a question here. So let's go here and talk about something. What where is my program? Okay, so I'm gonna take out this. Oh, one part I forgot to mention. This is the comment, right? You guys can see this comment is not showing anywhere because we put that as a comment here. So you guys understand the comment is usually in code. You write something as a comment. So that way, it is not a part of the execution part. We are telling computer or compiler not to execute that particular line of code. So this is something like we are saying, oh, this is not an executable code. This is something he can execute. This is something he can execute, but not this. So every program has every different comment. I think if I have, let me see if I have my code open here. Okay, so in .NET, you can see the comments are written like this way. You can have 2 forward slashes. You can see the folks, what they do, they write the comments, or developer, what they write as a comment is like, you can say, hey, here is a comment. What this code is going to do, they're writing that comment here saying, hey, get last run loan condition. So they know, if you can see this program is very big program. Like if I look, this is a very big line of code. So if someone else starts looking at this code, how do they gonna know? So that's the reason they put the comment, right? So they're gonna say, oh, this particular part of a code doing this work, this particular comment telling that what this code gonna do. This tells me, oh, update the condition status as this. So this code is gonna do that. So idea for the comment is that you write some description about your code. So if anyone else other than you try to understand that code, they know what to do with that code, right? So comment is very important. So that's like in your actual professional world. If you are becoming developer, software engineer, then writing the comments is very important when you do the coding. Sure, Veda, go ahead. So, okay, I missed that comment part, so just confirming that part. Let's talk about we talked about variables, right? So supposedly I'm just gonna right on delete this whole code. I'm gonna say uh it's supposedly I say that, oh, I like fruits, right? So what I like banana, I like apple, I like grape. So if I have to save saying that, oh, what fruits I like, then if I have to save that some information like this in a program, how do I say that? Okay, first fruit, right? I think, well, first fruit, I'll say banana. Then second fruit, what I like is apple. Third fruit, what I like is third fruit is a grape. So you can see that, okay, if I like 10 fruits, I can just create new variable and start writing that name here, right? So there will be, now in this case, there are three variables which tells what fruits I like. So this will be very difficult if I have something like, oh, name of the student in a class, and now in my class, this class, right, there are 27 students. So if I have to write their name by saying, oh, student 1, student 2, student 3, then writing that there will be 27 variables. So that's not a good way of writing the variables, right? Because only 27 students, so I'm okay with this. But what happens if you have to write a name of all people in your village or city? There will be thousands of people. So you cannot do that, right? So that's the reason there are something called array or list, where you can have one variable which can contain multiple values. So something like array or list, there is something like called list, which is my list equal to, if I say banana, then apple, grape. So this list is basically saving all the fruits I like, or it can save all the students' name. And if I want to print, if I say print my list, then you guys can see output right away here. Where did it print? Okay, it's taking time. So you can see what it printed. Printed all the list, correct? So the list is something which I can use to save multiple variables. Give me a second, guys. Let me put the lights on in my room. Okay, I'm back. So you guys can see, right, what's the use of list. So what happens in a list, you can save multiple values of the same thing. If I say, like here, student list, and say, now I know a few of you guys here, right? YOLO or Zoom. Zoom, did I miss your? Okay, I think I will Slok, and I need to find what is spelling for Zoom. Zoom, where are you lost? Okay, it's spelled as a Z. Okay, then I'm just, don't mind, guys. I'm just giving some example, right? Arjun. So if I want to print, what I can do is, here I can say student list, and then I can print in the next line student list, right? So just for example, you guys can see the example here. It says student list and it prints all the student lists, right? So idea behind the list is that it can save multiple values. So that's what the idea behind it, a list. And there are multiple list type or a sequence type. So you guys understand? आतापर्यंत सगळ्यांना कळलं का काय लिस्ट म्हणायचंय मला, की एक सिंगल व्हेरिएबल काय सेव्ह करतो आणि लिस्ट काय सेव्ह करते, सगळ्यांना समजलंय? Okay, most of you guys saying yes, that's good. So there are different types of sequence types, right? So sequence or set types. One is called list. You can see, I was just saying the list is like this. Then you have tuples, which is same way, just like a list, saving the variable, but different way. They differ in a little bit different way, and we can see actually एवढा लवकर काय त्यांचा डिफरन्स बघायची गरज नाही, पण जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ यू गाइज नोईंग दिस, वी विल जस्ट स्कीम थ्रू दोज. आणि जेव्हा ऍक्च्युअली प्रोग्राम लिहिताना यू कॅन सम ऑफ द टाइम्स वी विल यूज सम ऑफ दिस व्हेरिएबल्स. So one is a list which is declared using square brackets. You can see this use a square bracket. Tuples use round brackets. Then there is a set which uses curly brackets. Then there is something called range, which generates a range of number or strings. So you can see the range. And there is a last one called dictionaries. They are like self name value pair, something like brand, Ford, model, Mustang, year, this. So it has, this is name and this is value. So you can access something, but we will go over this dictionary very late. So this is just the type, okay? I think you guys don't have to worry much about it. Just to remember, oh, there are different types of lists are there. We'll just look at their properties now, but you can see how they work. Question आहे कुणाला आतापर्यंत? Yes, no? No, okay. So let's quickly just skip through or skim through these things. And list, right? List is like uses, as I said, square brackets, allow duplicate values. List items are not ordered. List items are changeable. List items are indexed. So what I mean with this, okay, let's say that allow duplicate values. What does that really mean? As I'm going to show you what does that mean is, so if I put, okay, let's not put here this list, right? So student list and this list. So if I put, if in my class, supposedly there are 2 shloks, right? So if I put 2 shloks and here if I print, it's going to print shlok as it here and as it here. So that means, oh, I can have duplicate value of same name in my list. That's what it list allows you to duplicate values. Same can go apple 10 times, right? That's one part of this. Second says list items are ordered. So what does that mean? Or if when I assign like this, tuple is okay. Tuple is just set of name, not really a variable type to declare. त्याला meaning म्हणजे असा typical meaning काय नाहीये. But okay, let's go back to this. These will appear in the same sequence, and that's the reason it's called they are ordered, right? So basically, what you can say in this case, as I showed, where is my slok? It came down twice, right? So that's the reason they are ordered. But if when you say they are ordered, means they will appear in the same sequence all the time, no matter what. So that's what it's called order. So this will be coming first, this will be coming second, third, fourth, and fifth. And actually, that's the reason their last property they are called index. But that's another part, right? So now, once you put this list, you can add to that list or remove from the list. So that's the reason it can changeable. But we will not see that property right now, not to confuse you guys. So now that index part, I want to explain that index part just to show that index means they appear in the sequence, right? So this is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So actually, if I put like this sequence, for second, index starts with a 0, but you can see what happens. So I'm going to comment this, okay, for you guys. Now you will see, when I say comment, it is not going to execute this. It will just execute this part. But I'm putting index 1. What does that mean? It's going to print only 1. And do you guys know? I think maybe Mansi or someone might know. When I say index 1, which field it's going to print? If you guys remember, you can answer. Otherwise, I'm running it right now. So what it prints? Yeah, it's printing slok because you can see slok is at index 1. It starts index 0 here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So if I have to print name Arjun, what index I should be putting in? Can someone tell me what index I should put in? 3, right? Okay, let's run it and make sure you guys confirm, right? So see, for Arjun, yeah, it is 3. So that's the idea behind having the list and how you access. So these are the properties how to access. And then let's do the next. So now some other additional properties. Something like, what is the length? And so how you get anytime if you want to get the length or how many items in the list, because see, as I was saying, in your city there might be thousands of people, and if the values are assigned, name values are assigned, then you don't know what is the number. Because if, just for the example, if I just keep copying this, right, you don't know how many names are there in this list. I'm just copying in this case, but you can see you don't know. So how do you can know that? Is with that length, where is that? Length command. So if I say here print length for student list, so it's gonna give me number, how many students are there. List length. So you can see here it says 5. But now if I just copy these things and make more Suresh Sumesh. So now if I run, what is going to be the value, guys? Can someone quickly tell me? Nobody tell me. So you can see that length is going to get you how many elements are there in that list. So that's what it says you. Then other part is, Let me go back. And then what kind of data types it can save to? Say it can save string, integer, or boolean, right? So that's another part. And then the last one I think we want to see is class type. Sometimes by knowing this, you don't know is it, if you have a lot of other fields or a lot of other list types, you don't know at the end, oh, what is this? So how you can know? You can just say type of a class student list, and it's going to print you Kadambari. That's okay. It's no need to by heart something. It's like you guys have to eventually understand. So don't worry about, or you're trying to remember everything. It's okay. We will go over it again and again in different contexts. So that way you will really know what it is, right? If you forget, I will keep reminding you guys. So here you can see the type. It says type is list, right? So that this is this data type is a list. So that's what it says. And I think as you question, I'm gonna go back and show you this. Is this what you was looking, Kadambari? Data type slide, this, or are you looking for this one? So anyway, both you saw them. Okay. So I was going over the list, and looks like there are other tuples, and each one I wanted to go, but gonna go take little longer and if else statement. So I don't think we will be able to get to it today. Rather, I want to give you logic puzzle and show the other things because it's going to be a lot of things to cover. So yeah, tell me frankly, guys, मुलांनो की तुम्हाला लॉजिक पझल करायला आवडतंय की is it boring? It all depends on you guys what you like. If you guys say, oh, you guys like the logic puzzle, then I will keep it or we will go over it. If you say, okay, Suraj, you like it, okay. Okay, then at least two students I say like it. बाकीचे काय झोपलेत का? Okay. Okay, so I will keep the logic puzzle. So I will explain one, and then maybe next two other two you will do it by yourself. And this time I'll definitely post it on a group. So okay, let's do this logic puzzle. That's the question for you guys, or I will explain it to you what to look for it. So this is the logic puzzle. It says that move one matchstick. Is it visible to everybody? Milano, दिसतंय का माझी screen व्यवस्थित? Okay, so it says move one matchstick to make the equation true. Bonus if you can find two solutions. Draw your answer in separate. I think forget about that part. But idea is you can see there are matchsticks, right? So it says one matchstick is 0 plus 5 equal to 3. So idea is you have to only move one matchstick and make this equation true. So it's up to you guys which matchstick you want to move and make it right. So I'm going to give you a few minutes. So that way you can tell me if you guys can know. Okay, you know Kadambari. Okay. Couple of guys know. Okay, but oh, okay, you found the answer. That's better. Good. So Kadambari, you knew beforehand. That's good. But okay. How do you Sayuri, right? Sayuri. Okay. So okay. plus make it 0 and put it 0. Okay. One matchstick. Which matchstick you? Okay, interesting, Deepika. Okay. Okay, let's talk about Aryan. I think you were saying Aryan saying that plus make it minus and put in 0. Plus make it minus and put in 0. Okay. So which is going to make it 8 minus 5, which is 3. Okay, excellent. That's good. And okay, now I see someone saying 0 plus 3. Okay, so for making that, you need to move this to this place, right? That's good. So then I think there is another answer, right? Yes, I think Daksh saying is actually convert 3 to 5. Okay, so this is, you want to move this stick to this and okay. So now I think most of you guys are really getting better and you guys really have good understanding. Yeah, there are multiple answers, right? So I guess we saw 3 answers here, right? One is like 8 minus 5, which is 3. Then 0 plus 5 equal to 5 because by moving this to this place, and 0 plus 3 by moving this to this. So we saw so many answers, which is good. You guys are good. So now I'm gonna give you guys the similar way. There are another puzzles here, right? So this is for homework. Do I have next homework now? So this is, you can take a screenshot, guys, if you want, or I will post it on this thing. What do you call? WhatsApp group. But idea is the same. Move one matchstick to make the equation true. So this, you guys need to make it true by moving one matchstick. Same way, you guys need to do the same thing. And okay. Let's see. This is, what did we cover? Okay. And if you guys, Daksh, if एवढा पटकन answer द्यायचं नाहीये. So anyway, you gave the answer. So let's talk about the answers. Then guys, he gave the answer. So I'm gonna give you guys a different puzzle. Let's see. So okay, he is giving the answer 1 plus 3. So moving this to this end, it will go make 4. Okay, that works. सगळ्यांना समजलंय का ते answer? Daksh the answer दिला पण I think anyone else? Yes, okay. Good. And then Deepika is saying what? Deepika, is that answer for your, what is that answer for 9 minus 4? 9 minus 4 equal to 5. Oh, okay. 9, okay. For the second one you are saying, right? Shlok, that's fine. If you know, you will get to know more. Shlok, तू already Python classes केलेत का? So second or this, the problem's answer, most of you guys understand because I think Deepika gave the answer. Anyone don't understand answer? दीपिका तुला कळलं पण बाकीच्यांना बघूया कळलंय का? Nobody saying yes or no, but that's fine. Okay. So here is okay. So I'm gonna give you guys another puzzle. Let's see. I'm gonna draw something, and if you guys remember or you guys can think of doing something. So if okay, don't go on by drawing, guys. But assume these are the balls of same size and same weight. These are the 9 balls with the same size and same weight. Only one of them has a different weight. So out of these 9, one has a different weight. Okay. And now you have a weighing scale. You remember the weighing scale? Something like not digital one. The one which is our old weighing scale where in a bucket you can have. This is a weighing scale where you can put these balls and measure. Okay. So now question is, how many times you will need to do the measurement to find out which ball is different? Because as I said, all of them are of same size and same weight. Only one is different in a weight. Size is the same, weight is different. So now you have been asked to find out, which ball is different, and you have given this weighing scale. So now question is, how many times you have to measure to find out? Whoever comes up with the minimum number of measures, that's the idea is, okay, within less number of measuring, one has to find the answer. So one simplest part I can tell you guys, put this in this place and then second one in this and see, is they same or different? Not then, okay, they both are same, then they are same, right? So keep measuring this guy with every other guy, and then you will come to know one of them is different size. That will be like you are measuring with once with this, once with this. So that was one, this one was the second, this one was the third, right? This one was the fourth, this one was the fifth, this one will be 6, this one will be 7th, and this one will be 8th, right? So in an 8 measurement, you will come to know which one is a big or small, right? But that 8 is a very big times you are trying to measure. There must be some way, or there are some way you can go less than 8 times measurement. You are using this scale 8 times to come out with the number, right? The idea is who uses less time or less number of time of measurement is the winner. So that's a homework for you guys. Think about this puzzle and come back to more next week. 8 is not answer, Tanvi. That's I showed you here. Okay, yeah, it's like, okay, it's going simple, right? It's going very simple, and then you can just, one by one you measuring. That's not gonna work, right? I mean, 8 will work. Oh yeah, 8, but I know there are very different ways, and the answer smaller than 8. It's already 8:30, guys. All good. We'll see the rest of, I think, sequence types like tuples and other things next week. Okay, I'm gonna stop the presentation, stop the recording, and you guys are good to go.